So, all right, so there it is. All right, it looks like it came this time. This time it looks correct. All right, my lovey-dovey's. Sorry about that. Oops. There we go. All right, that looks correct. I don't know what happened before with that, but you know, technology is gonna do what it wants to do, obviously. So I'm just gonna give like a few minutes, a few moments for people to at least come in the room. So I'm just gonna wait a few minutes. Oops. Hello. For the people that I accidentally cut off a minute ago. So I'm just gonna give it like a moment or so. So, hello everyone. Welcome to my very anticipated manifesting class. So I'm gonna lower this so you guys can hear me. So I posted this a little over a month ago. This is my manifestation class for basically beginners to moderate people working with magic, working with nature, working with spirit, working with self, ancestors, spirit guides, angels, and etc., etc., etc. The big deal about manifestations because it was the most voted on topic that people wanted to know about. Now, I will see if that is true depending on the amount of people who come into the room. Okay? Because a lot of people will say things like, "Oh, I really want to know about this," and then never show up. "Oh, I'm going to do this," and then never do it. Okay? So I'm not going to lie to you. If you find yourself here right now and you are one of the people who did in fact ask about manifestation, okay, you are being aligned right now to get literally the information that you wanted. Okay, one thing, those of you who who are going to watch this later who might not know about me, I really don't have much patience for people who say they're going to do things and then don't do them. I don't chase after people. I'm not going to say, "Hey, where were you for the class?" We have so much advanced technology. You can get in touch with anyone at any time, and there's like a million reminders to do literally anything. Okay, you can literally get a notification to remember to wipe your ass. Okay, so I'm not really gonna chase anyone down. But thank you those who did come. Thank you those who are viewing. Those of you who are understanding that that you do in fact take my time seriously, and you take your own time seriously, and that's really a very large, obviously very large, mature step to doing anything. Understanding that your time is precious, so you wouldn't want to waste your own time, right? I'm not here to be entirely negative. I just want to throw that out there because reasons. That's why. Okay, you're gonna watch me drink two different things. So I'm gonna be drinking coffee and Kool-Aid at the same time because I'm very parched, hot, cold. It's I'm like my body feels like a microwave right now. Okay, so in order to balance out you being able to hear and understand me, coffee is really to keep me awake because I've been doing crazy stuff, and the Kool-Aid really is to clear out my throat so I'm not sounding like I just smoked 1,000 cigarettes. Okay, so for those of you who do know what manifestation is, it's basically something that you want that materializes. It's like a thought that turns into a thing. So your thought starts as a thought, a feeling, a want, a desire, right? It is in your head, is a formless energy, okay? It is like, "Oh, I would really like to drive a yellow car," okay? It starts off as a thought. It is in your head. Technically nobody else sees that, okay? It is a non-material thing. Then what happens spiritually is that now that you have poked a hole in the universe, because you exist and that thought exists, now the universe has had to find a way to make space for this thought to materialize. Okay? That's why it's very important to watch your thoughts. Then, if you make a conscious or unconscious decision, okay, to manifest it, it can manifest itself in those two ways, consciously and unconsciously. You could definitely go after the things that it's going to take to get that yellow car, Or you can have that thought growing so strongly that you end up bumping into situations where a yellow car is the only car that is available to you. Either way, you manifested it, but you either manifest it consciously where it turns out, well, obviously the outcome is a lot better, or you manifest it unconsciously and it becomes almost like your worst nightmare, but the thought itself is really under your control. It's like a baby energy, okay? So the thought kind of hangs around you and is up to you and the universe to figure out how you're going to nurture and take care of that thought. Okay, so like I said, yellow car could be a Tesla yellow car because you went out and worked for it and looked for it and found it and just put all your energy into it consciously. Or you go dead broke and you got to steal a car and the only car you can steal is a yellow one. Okay, so that is basically what manifestation is, bringing your thoughts into the actual world. Okay, for all of us who want to, when we were kids, we wanted to get married, we wanted to have $1 million houses, right, with mansions, and we want to be teachers and all that stuff. It really comes down to those thoughts we had as kids. And if you were to really write down how many things have you manifested since you were a kid? Okay, did you become that teacher? Did you marry that person you wanted? Did it happen the way that you wanted? Okay, we're going to get into all that. For example, I will give an example. When I was a kid, I played with Barbie. I love Ken and Barbie, right? And back in the day, Ken and Barbie were not always black or Spanish or whatever. They were just coming out with diverse Barbies, right? But I had the white Ken and I had the white Barbie. So when I used to think about getting married, I used to think about getting married to this white, blonde, blue-eyed Ken, right? So I idolized that picture of that's what my husband should look like, okay? All my life, after that, I always visualized my husband being that blonde, blue-eyed person, okay? And not being conscious about how to make that happen, the thought still grew in my head. The thought was just being nurtured by all the shit I was bumping into, all the energy I was going into. It's all unconscious, right? Now, however, for those of you who are on my personal page, who have gone through my photos and know my story, my ex-husband is in fact a tall, blonde, blue-eyed man. Okay? He's the wrong blonde, blue-eyed man. But my thoughts and my want to had manifested nonetheless. Okay? Unconsciously, because I wasn't specific with that. I didn't say he had to be kind, nice, and all that. I just said I want him to have these physical features because the inside of that man is entirely screwed. Okay? So it's really about being conscious about focusing your energies. Okay, sorry, I know I just scattered you just a bit, but I'm gonna go down this sheet now. All right, so the goal of this is to teach you how to manifest things into your reality consciously instead of unconsciously. Okay, we're gonna talk about meditation, speaking / music, because music is a big deal too. Your thoughts, the things you don't say. Okay, physical objects, emotions, and actions. It sounds like a lot, but believe it or not, you could literally lump that into literally one of your days. Okay, you hear music on the way to work. You have thoughts when you wake up in the morning. You have emotions that on your trip. Your thoughts. You even meditate. We all unconsciously meditate, right? We all daydream. We all do that literally in a whole day. We do all those things. Okay. Materials you would need, in my opinion, for this, if you were to do simple to moderate advanced manifestation, you need a paper, pen, music, candles, crystals, and any element that refers to your zodiac. Okay, so if you know yourself very well, like you know your zodiac, what works well with you: water, fire, earth. Candles work very well with fire signs. Crystals, earth signs, water signs, and incense for like air signs. But air signs usually are outside meditating, outside doing things, because wind is something that you really can't like physically touch. So incense is good, but if you want to like really manifest air signs, I would definitely recommend like being outside to manifest your thoughts and things or whatever. Okay. All right. The first biggie we are going to jump into are the 12 laws of the universe. Now, you know the law of attraction and all that stuff like that. Did you know that the law of attraction is only one out of 12 laws of the universe to manifest anything? Before you get to the Nikola Tesla 369 thing, you have to understand these things called the laws of the universe. Okay? Like I said before, you exist, and everything that you do has to exist around you. That everything that you think, you feel, everything that you want, everything you don't want. If you are allowed to exist, your thoughts and feelings are allowed to exist with you. They are allowed to coexist with you. So that means we do in fact create our reality. So if you're walking around believing that you're ugly and nobody wants you, you are literally flashing a light saying, I'm ugly and nobody wants me, and don't be surprised if nobody comes near you. Okay? These are the 12 laws of the universe that we don't understand, or a lot of people don't understand that they are using on a daily basis, if not hourly basis. We are using all of these 12 laws. I'm going to get through them as quickly as possible. Okay? Only because I don't want to spend all day on that. All right? The first law of the universe is the law of oneness, and I'm going to dummy down the meaning of it before I get to the explanation. Okay? The law of oneness, which basically means if they can do it, I can do it. Okay? We're all pulling from the same source. Just because Elon Musk is a quadrillionaire, okay, he still exists in my reality. So that means somewhere in my reality, he is pulling from a source that has made him successful in a reality that I live in. So why am I not pulling from the same source the same way if the source is existing as I am existing, as he is existing? So why am I at what I would call the lower end of this pool? Why am I not pulling from the same source? Okay? Because we all are in general, but we're all using that source differently. If I want to pull from the same source and I'm manifesting negative thoughts, well, I'm pulling a supercharged negative life now, aren't I? Okay? It says this law explains that everything in the world is connected to everything else. Anything we believe, think, do, say, affect the world and universe around us. Okay? Because the next law is very important to that. Okay? If you can believe in someone who is successful, then you can believe in yourself. Technically, if you were to look at everyone, we're all related. We're all part of one atom that has been multiplied into trillions of different physical bodies. Okay? Even the things that you hate about other people are still connected to you because they're just as dark as your shadow work. Okay? And then people that you love are just as bright as your heart. Okay? Understand that we are all connected. There's a reason why, we always are bumping into each other. You say, oh, I'm going through the same thing over and over again. Because there's a lesson that you're probably not learning, that you're bumping into yourself constantly. Okay? Number 2, the law of energy or the law of vibration. This one is a good one. Okay? Music is vibration. Okay? Your words are vibration. Your mood is a vibration. Okay? It's like your what is it? Your spiritual, what do you call that thing when you are playing music? At the speakers, like the subwoofer of your spirit. Okay? Everyone can feel the boom, 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 boom of what it is you are thinking. That's how the universe hears what you say. I want yellow car. I want yellow car. I want yellow car. That's how the universe hears that. Okay? If you could be saying it in a positive way, the universe projects it positively. If you're saying it in a negative way or in an unconscious way, the universe is going to take the road of least resistance. Like, she doesn't even know how she wants this yellow car, so we're just going to find a yellow car. Okay? But if you consciously say, I want a yellow car, I want a yellow car, I want to get it, I want a Tesla, and then the universe kind of slips that into your life. Okay? Law of vibration is as if you call it, I can get an answer. If you call it, you send out a smoke signal, you're going to get the people or the things that will see that smoke signal and respond. Okay? You can say, I want a yellow car and I want to get it the most positive, responsible, and effortless way possible for me, that works for me, that I am comfortable with, to make me happy, and because I love yellow. Okay? and that's the signal you're sending out. So you're less likely to meet resistance because you know what you want, and you're very you're specific with your words. You are consciously doing that. You are shooting an arrow in a direction, and that is the direction the arrow is going in. When you are unconscious, say, I want a yellow car and I don't know how I'm going to get it, and I'm worried about money, and I hate myself, and I'm not really sure about myself, and I don't know if I can even do stuff, then you get the yellow car that you might have to steal. But yellow car nonetheless. That's the smoke signal that you sent out. You told energies that vibrate the same way as you to put a yellow car in your path somehow. Okay? So you run into thugs and you get into trouble, and then boom. Okay, you got to steal the yellow car, and then boom, you got it. Okay, says this law describes that everything in the universe vibrates. The law holds true in every aspect of life. Vibration is the physical world within our thoughts, feelings, desires, and our dreams. Every vibrational frequency has a unique vibration. Even though it's unique, it can still almost sound like someone else's. Everyone is connected to a vibration. That's why you see groups of girls in high school that are all the same, and they cling to each other. Just like when the guys in high school, they're all the same, they cling to each other. You got the sports team, you got the cheerleaders, you got the nerds, you got the weirdos, you got the deaf people, you got the poetry freaks. That is what vibration is. You will vibrate toward the thing that vibrates with you. Okay? That's what that is. All right? Be careful what you vibrate. Okay? It says music vibrates low and high, and music evokes emotions. If music can invoke emotions out of you and you vibrate that, remember that, because that is what you will get back, because that is the smoke signal you're sending. You want to listen to depressing, desperate music? Well, you'll be vibrating desperate energy, attracting desperate people, okay? Or positive things, etc., 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 okay? Number 3, my favorite one. Okay, the law of action. This is the one that a lot of people do not like. Unfortunately, the universe never really hands us anything, especially because the inside of our spirits work very well. Okay, they work very well on a conscious and unconscious level. You can be unconscious and still work in the spirit world. Okay. The law of action, it says, I must make my way over to it. That is a conscious decision. It can be unconscious or conscious, because if you say, I'm just going to roll and let other people get me there, well, you're still going to get there, but it's not going to be the way you want because you've already vibrated that. If you say, no, I'm going to get over there with a boat that I'm going to pay for, and I'm going alone. That's a conscious decision. Okay? That one works out a lot more when you are conscious. Okay? Action brings results, manifesting different results depending upon our thoughts and dreams, emotions, and words. Therefore, we must engage in actions that support the thoughts, dreams, emotions, and words. So that means if I'm going to go to a boat that I say I'm going to have, I got to find a way to pay for that damn thing. Because I already said I was going to pay for it. Now I got to figure out, I got to go get something to pay for the boat that I just said I was going to manifest. Okay? So I got to go out and get a job or a side hustle or whatever the hell I got to get, collect the money, buy the boat, boom. That's one thing on my list manifested. 2, I got to pay for gas. Boom, I pay for the gas. 3, I got to figure out where the fuck I'm going. Boom, figure it out. Then I got to actually physically drive the boat and get there. Okay? I have to make all these conscious decisions, meaning that when you're more conscious about manifesting, you never lose sight of what the main goal is. Okay? Everyone here has a main goal. Everyone, literally, even watching right now, has a main goal. Anything. It could be anything. You could be saying, I'm watching this lady because I want to improve my life. Or I'm watching it for entertainers and I want to be entertained because that's really what I really want right now. Okay? You all have a main goal. We can want to save the world. We can want to, help children. We can want to help animals. Whatever it is, we all have a main goal. Okay? When you are conscious of that, it manifests so much faster. Okay? People who go to college intently on their own, who want to and not pressured into it, people who intently go to college on their own are almost 100% likely to graduate and finish. Those who are pressured into going to college don't usually finish, or don't finish happily. People who just don't know what to do and they roll into school and have no idea what they're doing usually do not finish. Okay? Because of the intention. 4, the law of correspondence. It says, I am responsible for everything past, present, and future. This is taking accountability of who you are, what you are, your thoughts, your emotions, and where they came from. Okay? Yes, you ran into a really nasty dad or a cousin or whoever the hell it is. However, they do not control you after they've hurt you, lied to you, and all that. They don't control you at that point. Okay? You decide you want to hold on to that. You decide you want to let go of it. You decide you want to stay in that situation. You decide you want to leave. Okay? You are responsible for everything past, present, and future. Okay? Sorry. Just like you're responsible for not watching this class or you are watching this class. Either way, you are responsible for everything. Okay? Now, no one likes this law either. It says the law places us in the driver's seat of our own life. Your outer world will be a direct reflection of your inner world. Accepting responsibility for your life. This law takes us out of the victim role and makes us the sole creator of our own life. Okay? That's what shadow work is about, because this actually pertains to shadow work. You need to go back in your past and say, yes, I stole that. Yes, I lied about that. Yes, I cheated on that. Yes, I did this. I did that shit. I can't say, well, I didn't do it and be in denial, because denial is basically a backward motion to anything you want. Okay, you're going backwards. The car is rolling in the opposite direction of where you want to go. Denial doesn't help anybody. Okay, because you know the truth. You know that you got a canvas of expensive art hidden in under your bed that nobody knows that you even have it under your bed, and where you got the art piece, but the art piece has been stolen since 1995. But you know it was you. Okay, and like you can't deny it. Okay. You know who you are, you know who you aren't, okay? The law of cause and effect. This pertains to the law of action as well. I have to push the button to open the door. That's the law of cause and effect. The law states that nothing happens by chance or outside the universal laws. This is true. Okay? For this law, we must look at every action. This is because every action has an appropriate reaction. Okay? Don't look at your ex-husband knowing that he's going to punch you in the damn face and then provoke him to punch you in the damn face. What did you expect? Okay? That's why I can't stand watching women scream at their husbands knowing that they're going to get punched. It's just stupid. Like, you know it's going to happen. Okay? The law means that you have to take responsibility for everything that happens in our life, in your life. Every action has a reaction or a consequence, and we reap what we sow. Okay? Don't know you got a court date with somebody and then be threatening their life right before that. You'll be in jail before you even make it to court. You knew that was a thing. Okay? Okay? It's basically in the universe saying that if you fuck around, you're gonna find out. That's the universe. Okay? The law of compensation. It says if I have suffered or if I have smiled, or if I have suffered and if I have given love, then I can get love back and I can be compensated for the suffering. Or if I have made someone suffer, I am allowed to suffer. Okay? No one likes this law either, because I had them all tagged. Okay? It says this law is an arm for cause and effect being applied to abundance and blessings that come into our lives. Compensation is the visible effects of our deeds. It can show up as gifts, money, friendships, or any other blessing given to us due to our actions. Okay? For those of you who do feel like, you know what, I've been lucky all my life doing X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, but deep down in your heart, you know and feel that you are a good person. You give out love. You see that little girl who drops her ice cream. You don't see the ice cream on the ground. You see the broken heart she has. And then you connect with that and you try to offer comfort, either consciously or unconsciously. Your heart can't deny that it's like you're connected to give some type of love to that situation. Okay? The universe takes account of everything we do. So when they see your heart vibrating in the direction of that little girl who just now suffered something, okay, the universe takes that energy and brings it and boomerangs it right back to you. Okay? It could be a year or 10 years from now. It's like, you remember that little girl that you comforted, you know, when she dropped her ice cream and she was just so distressed, but you gave her that whatever. Guess what? I feel as though you deserve a promotion at work. You know, you just need some relief. You're getting the same relief that you gave that little girl. Okay? You put it out there. So now you're getting it back. It's basically the law of karma. That's why I named my business Karma. Because karma don't give a goddamn what you did. You're getting back what you did. Okay? Compensation. Understanding that if you feel as though you've done too much for someone or done too much in your life, you've given too much of yourself or given too much of your money, your time, your space, your energy to anything, understand that it's coming back. You can't sit around and say, well, I just make bad decisions and I just care too much. Da, 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 da. You are lowering your vibration by saying that the gift that you were given is now a burden. Okay? Don't say, they took advantage of me. Maybe they did, but you can't hate yourself for having the love in your heart. That is not that person. You are saying that the love in your heart is a burden. It's a gift, but now you're saying the universe's gift to you is a burden, and that is highly spiritually offensive. Okay? People who complain a lot about those situations end up in those situations until the day they die, because they keep saying their gift is a burden, so it keeps becoming a burden. If you say, you know what, I helped out my friend John as much as I could, and if I could help him more, I would, but I got to protect myself, and I'm really glad that at least I could help him at that time. I'm glad I was in his life at that time. I'm really glad that I gave him all the love that I could. He didn't receive it all, but I'm glad I was able to give what the universe gave me to give to him. You best believe that somebody's coming back around to do that for you when you're 90 years old and you have no one take care of you, and then some random person who's never had a family takes care of you. Okay? So understand the law of compensation. The universe will give you what you give, okay? 7, the law of attraction. We're almost done, guys, okay? That's the one everybody hears about, right? The one law out of 12. I just told you other laws. You're just probably like, oh my God. It sounds like a math equation that no one told me about. The math equation has existed the entire time, okay? Law of attraction. My emotions attract the things in my life. I'm going to say it again. My emotions attract the things in my life. One last time. I think we need to hear it again. My emotions attract the things in my life. Okay? All right, we got it? Cool. All right. So, I understand we all go through depression. We all experience loss. We all experience self-doubt. We all experience hatred for ourselves at some point. Hatred for our situation, our circumstances, our financial choices. You know, even sometimes we have hatred for the fact that we had to run into certain people. Okay? We just start self-defecating in every way. So that brings our emotions down. It brings our vibration down. When you are vibrating at a very low level, you are sending a very tiny, tiny smoke signal to the other peoples or the other energies on that level. Okay? You want to keep self-defecating. And actually, I'm not going to lie, I think the worst spiritual thing you could possibly do all the time is complain. I hate complainers. I don't understand it. I can't do it. I might be complaining right now, but constant, like you're asking for more things to complain about. Your emotions attract the things in your life. Okay? So people who do find themselves in and out of depression, it's because when you are in depression, and this is a spiritual truth, okay? When you're in depression, let's admit it, halfway to depression, you want to be there. Okay? First, you're upset about the situation. That's the first thing. You're upset, you're taken aback. Halfway to actual depression, you want to be there. You want to, because you want to validate your anger and disappointment and all that. Maybe I am bad. Maybe I am stupid. Maybe I am ugly. You want to be there. Psychologically, society has made us want to be in that state. Then when you get to actual depression, it's too late, right? You're stuck down like a rock. Now you feel as though you gotten to the bottom of a pit that you can't crawl out of, because the situation, and then you're wanting to be there, basically has pulled it all the way down and manifested the helplessness. So now you are physically, mentally, and emotionally helpless. So that's what depression is. It's all just helplessness on every level possible. Okay? So you're wanting to be there vibrates it even stronger. Because when you start feeling things that validate the fact that you are stupid, nobody wants you, and you're worthless, you're poor, you're this, or all the bad things that you could think of start validating themselves on a constant level. Okay? You are shoving yourself into the thing that is taking hold of you. Okay, you're putting yourself there at that point. Okay, the law of attraction. I know everyone wants to get to the love part, right? But if we are vibrating at a low level constantly, we stay there, you're never going to find or achieve the love that you want if you can't even love yourself. Nobody who loves themselves pulls themselves into depression. I know it's done unconsciously, but once you know it's a conscious thing, you have a choice to get yourself out of it. A lot of us, when we reach a certain age, for those of us who are over 30, okay, we know when we can get ourselves out of depression. It is not easy, but we know we can make an effort to get out of depression. Okay? And once you do that, you start attracting solutions because your heart is now wanting solutions. When it comes to love, romance, and relationships, it's the same thing. Okay? If you want this love of your life, you want someone to validate you, you validate yourself first. You send yourself some damn roses. Okay? And you make yourself so happy with just being with yourself. Because how is the person going to love you if you would keep telling yourself that you're gross? If you're going to, like if I were to smack mud on my face every day and say I'm ugly, how could I expect Prince Charming over there to call me beautiful if every day I wake up and I keep smacking mud on my face? I mean, I'm making myself look the exact way I'm saying. He won't be able to see my beauty if I keep on self-defecating. It's not possible. He won't be able to see anything because I'm blocking it. Okay? So love, relationships, and romance, the law of attraction is literally one component of that because we need to think about the other things too. Okay? That's why I'm keeping that one short. Okay? It says this law creates things, events, and people that come into our lives. Through our thoughts, feelings, words, and actions, all these thoughts and actions are energy that we place out into the world, attracting like energies. In other words, placing a negative energy out into the world will attract other negative energies, and putting out a positive energy will attract other positive energy. For those of you who watched my live like a couple days ago about driving to work and finding your soulmate, okay, you need to be happy in that car before you get to Wawa, okay? Before you meet the love of your life, you better be absolutely positively in love with your damn self, okay? So when that person, that woman, that man comes into your life or whatever, okay, they better love you as much as you love you. Okay, otherwise it ain't worth it. And they better love themselves just as much as they love you. Because you don't want no broken person. Alright, okay, almost done. Law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Transmutation, because we're all one. The law of oneness comes back into play. It says, I decide to keep going or I decide to give up. You are creating that. If you are on your way to success and you keep going, success is in your favor. If you get halfway there and you give up, success is cut off entirely. Okay? This says, I decide to keep going or I decide to give up. Is you taking responsibility. Okay? I'm pretty sure we all have the capacity to be Elon Musk. We all do. We are all good at something. Okay? We are all good at sewing, knitting, talking, speaking. We're all good at something. Sorry, I don't care. You could be the best toenail clipper in the world and make $1 billion industry out of that. Okay? Like literally. Okay? We're all good at something, but not everybody pursues their passion like they do. Okay? Like they have. Because they decided to keep going. If we sat and doubted ourselves and self-defecated and did all this other stuff, well, we decided to give up. Okay? Because we're pulling from the same source. It says, as energies, we all have the power to change any conditions in our life. Producing a higher vibration consumes and transforms lower ones. That means once you stretch out of your shell, you look pretty damn stupid trying to get back in it when you no longer fit the shell. Okay? Once you learn a new skill, what was that saying? That scientist had that saying. Once the mind reaches past its, once the mind reaches past its original capacity, it is literally, spiritually, and scientifically impossible to go back. So once you know how your table works and how their table's being held up, you can't unsee it and you can't unknow it. Now that you know how your table is being held up, okay, now it makes you explore other things. It's kind of like, oh, now I know how the screws work, the legs work, the form and the shape and the diameter of how this table is being supported. Now I know how it works. So that means it could work this way with my couch and my chair and my this. You have now expanded. Now that you have expanded, right? and you like, oh, well, I know that this table works, and you're just talking about it. Now you know when you're studying or whatever, situation arises, and everyone's like, oh, well, how does this table work? Oh, I don't know. You look really dumb going back to shells that you don't fit in. Okay? Once your mind has expanded, you must keep going. The point is to expand. Snakes shed skin, bugs shed shells, all of it. Okay? So going back to a lower vibration is dumb. It's like going to a university, right? Like if all your family is like cavemen, right? Your entire family's cavemen, but you decide to go to a university and be like smart and be like, Grandma, I don't think we should sit on those chairs because they're made out of a certain rock, and that's probably why your ass is a different color, because it's mixing with these chemicals. Once your mind expands, okay, you don't go back to caveman ways. And if you do, that is a choice. Okay? That is the law of taking responsibility. Okay? So if you want to vibrate on lower levels after reaching a higher level, well, you just wasted the talent that the universe gave you. And the universe didn't tell you to do that. You did it on your own. All right? Anyway. Where is it? It says the energy that we had the power to change any condition we are producing a higher vibration consumes the means that we have the... This means we can change the energies in our lives by understanding the universal laws and applying their principles that will produce change. So once you go to that university and you learn now that you can build your own house without paying for it, okay? You are no longer cavemen beating rocks on a wall, okay? You are now building houses, okay? It says that laws and applying their principles that will produce change. So now you are going to live in a better condition. Now that you know that there are better conditions possible for you. If we all knew that there was a better planet than Earth, I'm pretty sure everybody would sign up and leave, okay? We would all do it, okay? Because that's the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. If you just can't take it anymore and you need change, you go out and make the change, okay? Gandhi said, be the change that you want to see in the world, okay? You're not the only one that feels that way. Birds of a feather flock together. The law of relativity, okay? Energy is happening for my, everything is happening for my good. This is true. Everything is happening for my good. This is true for everything, everyone possible. Even what you consider a bad person. Each of us will receive a series of situations to strengthen the energy within us. For everyone who burned their hand on a stove, everyone has done it. Every single one of us. Okay? This law gives us the ability to stay connected to our hearts when proceeding to solve situations. You tell your best friend, don't go near the stove. It's hot. Okay? This law also teaches us that we will compare our problems to other people's problems, and it will place everything into its proper perspective. Go ahead and touch the stove, Nancy. I just told you it was hot. But you go ahead and do that. Okay? No matter how bad we perceive our situation, there is always someone who is in a more difficult position, making it all relative. Now, I can sit here and brag about the crap I went through with my ex-husband and about how bad it was, and I can over-romanticize my stuff. But worser, there is a woman still with her husband going through the stuff that I already broke out of. Okay? No. The answer is no. No. Okay? Sorry. Alright? So, you can over-romanticize your problem all you want. But for every energy, there's an opposite or, higher vibration and lower vibration. And actually, that would be considered a lower vibration. Okay? People think like, oh, I'm depressed and I'm this and I'm that. Nothing can be worse. Yes, it can. Everything possible exists. I've said this in my other lives. I've gotten very dark about it. But everything I've said does exist. I'm sorry. There are little girls right now being sex trafficked right now. Thank God it's not my little girl or your little girl. But there is somebody's daughter somewhere being abused. Okay? That's a real thing that is happening in the world. And there's also people who are living such great, wonderful lives, there is a vibration that just, it fluctuates. Okay? Everyone's living on a different vibrational level. Okay? And also, it invokes the law of gratefulness as well. Be grateful for your situation no matter how bad, because it can always be worse. This is true. Okay? The law of polarity. After this, we have two more. Okay? The law of polarity. It says both possibilities exist in every situation. I'm sorry, I'm getting all these notifications from TikTok. Okay? Both possibilities exist in every situation. I'm going to decide to stress or enjoy. Okay? So, two people get on a roller coaster. They sit next to each other. Right? They go through the entire ride. One is terrified, which probably shouldn't have been on the roller coaster because they hate roller coasters, but went on anyway. I hate this thing. It's just terrible. It's too high. It's too this. It's too that. It's too this. It's too that. I didn't like it. On the same roller coaster. The person next to that person said, oh my God, it was just great. It was a rush. I just loved it. I was excited. I was scared. I was this. I was that. I was this. I was that. You have two different types of roller coaster people. Okay? It's true. That is also life. If we're all in this life together, like that roller coaster, you can either say, man, that situation sucked, but guess what? We both made it to the end and we're fine. Right? We both got, none of us flew off the roller coaster, right? Because it could be worse, right? None of us died, none of us got injured, no one's making fun of us, we kind of just, went through it together. But I decided to enjoy it, and you decided to complain about it. Okay? But it was the same fucking roller coaster. Okay? It says this law states that everything has an opposite. Light has to have dark in order to understand each. If we change an undesirable thought by concentrating on the opposite thought, brings a desirable change. Okay? Both of them could be scared on that roller coaster. Both of them. But one complains and the one appreciates it. Or the one just, admits to it. And say like, wow, I was scared. But, okay, seeing how much you're complaining, it can't take away from my joy of this ride. It did give me good feelings. I had to admit that. Okay? But it probably gave the other person good feelings, but they decided to complain instead. So that person is going to hate a great ride, and the other one's going to enjoy the great ride. Whether or not they both get back on it again, ever, okay? Both possibilities have to exist. They have to, okay? Because then the person who enjoyed the ride will enjoy it even more and say, some people just cannot enjoy. I appreciate myself for enjoying the things that other people take for granted, because that's a great ride. And then the other one, complaining all the time. How can you enjoy something that is going to make you afraid and scared and this? That person needs to heal. The other person is the healer. Okay? The healer really has no purpose if there aren't people to heal. All right, we're at number 11. I think the 12 Nights of Christmas that I'm reading here. All right, hold on. This paper got flipped. It got flipped. All right, here we go. Law 11, the law of rhythm. This law describes, the law of rhythm means time and environment play a part in manifestation. Yes, it does. All right. This law describes us that everything vibrates and moves to a rhythm. Each rhythm establishes season, cycles, stages, and development and patterns. Each cycle reflects the regularity of the universe. To master rhythm, you must rise above any negative parts of the cycle, like the roller coaster. Okay? Same thing as the roller coaster, but at the same time it says time and environment play a part in manifestation. All right? Understanding you wanting to buy that yellow car. It might not be the right time financially. You probably can't do it today. You might be able to do it in 6 months. In 6 months. So that means in 6 months, you work toward that 6 months. And then when you know you're going to be financially set, you're going to buy that yellow car. You're not going to take all your life savings and make your bank account negative to buy that yellow Tesla or whatever yellow car that you want. Okay? The cycles and patterns that they're referring to in the universe is that people who are very savvy about the planets, okay, you want to manifest money, but there's a retrograde happening, you might not want to do that. Okay, you want to get into a love relationship and the moon is like in Capricorn, okay, because Capricorn is not about love. Capricorn is about work, ambition, and order and all that boring stuff. Okay, you're not going to manifest love. In fact, you might manifest a very, very compatible boss or mentor, but it ain't going to be a love connection at all. Okay, so paying attention to your environment, paying attention to the people you're around. This is a huge part of manifestation. Okay? If you are living in a house of people who are constantly negative, you might not want to manifest or meditate around those people because they are vibrating at a low vibration, which kind of sticks to us and makes our vibration low. It's like, excuse me, but I gotta go manifest my yellow Tesla. I'm gonna need to go outside or drive to another city, okay, and meditate over there. Okay, it's basically ripping yourself off of stuff that does not resonate with you, because in order to manifest anything, that thought that you had bubbling in your head, that thought came from you. That was birthed from you. You start letting people get their shit on it, it's no longer yours anymore. Now is it? Right? Your dream to become a teacher, you might want to teach in the the most unorthodox way. I don't want to go to school. I just want to find a tribe of people that want to hear about my skills. I don't want to do all this X, Y, and Z. I want to do it this way and manifest it that way. They're like, no, you got to go to school. You got to do this. You got to do that. No one's going to take you seriously. You're not going to make any money. You got to do this, that. Now you're getting the gunk on your thought. Now the gunk is on there. Now it's no longer yours, the original. Now it's covered in other people's gunk. Okay, so like if you are in an environment that is not a very spiritually awakened place, okay, and people are very indifferent to you, it starts to attach things like fear, doubt, those two things, which are not good for manifestation. You won't get anything with fear and doubt, because fear and doubt are basically the same thing. Okay, doubt just means it ain't gonna get it. Fear is saying that, well, there's a chance I won't get it. So fear and doubt are basically the same thing. You don't want to stick that stuff to your manifestation. You can't have any of that. I know it sounds very tedious, but it's like you literally have to take that thought and keep it clean the entire time, like you are trying to manifest it. That is one of the things where they say, don't tell people your next step. That is actually very important to manifestation. Don't tell people what you're going to do. You know why? You're going to get the gunk on it. Say, well, you know what? I want to buy a cottage house in Collingswood, New Jersey. People say, why you want to go there? Isn't that expensive? You can't afford that. This is the other thing. You don't know anybody there. Covered in gunk. Now it's got gunk because people's words are going to transmute into you. You might start thinking. They plant seeds in you. I might not be able to afford it. I might not be going crazy. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. They're saying it's a bad idea. Yeah. No. Okay? Last one. Okay? The law of gender. Okay? It says balancing masculine and feminine energies to align with your intentions. Yes, Marisol, exactly. Okay? Your environment is very important to your manifestation. It is not uncommon for people who have big dreams to be the weird, quiet people who say nothing. People who disappear very often because they need their energy to be clean. So next time you see someone doing that, and if not, if you have turned into that person, understand now why people do that. Okay? I couldn't even imagine, okay, Jeff Bezos going to his mother-in-law saying, can I rent out your garage? I want to turn this into a $3 trillion business one day. Okay? He probably was like, I'm just trying to sell books. Leave me alone. Thank you very much. I give you money. Leave me alone. He was a very lonely guy. Okay? In that fucking garage. Read his bio. Okay? People just walking by like there's some bald guy with books. Like that weirdo or whatever. Okay? I'm pretty sure he kept his plans to himself, and I'm pretty sure when he started expanding, he didn't tell his mother-in-law or whatever that he was leaving. Okay? I need more room for my books, because apparently now I need a warehouse. Okay? So, like, people who keep their dreams to themselves, and they only announce their dreams to people who are in alignment with it. So, other, book salesmen were ringing his phone, okay? Not people who were against him. I'm pretty sure he blocked them, right? How do you block people back in the 80s? Just leave the phone off the hook, right? I'm pretty sure it was a very, very quiet, had a lot of quiet days, okay? You only talk about your dreams to people who are in alignment with you. Everyone else is just going to put gunk on your manifestation. You want your dreams and your stuff to manifest with ease. You don't want no gummy, sticky, shitty stuff going out into the universe, because you're going to get some gummy, sticky shit back. That's not what you want. All right. The law of gender, balancing masculine and feminine energies in line with your intentions. The law is the yin, feminine, and the yang, masculine, of life, making them the basis of all creation. As spiritual beings, we must balance the masculine and feminine energies within ourselves to become true co-creators with the source of the universe. It says God here, but God with the source, the I, the nucleus, the spot plateau, okay? The energy source that we're all pulling from, the vortex, whatever you want to call it, okay? When balancing feminine and masculine energy, this is very important for when you have to interact with people. Because society has eyes, okay? It only has eyes, right? So when they see you, oh, that's a woman, oh, that's a man. So you are tough and you are weak. Society has eyes, not necessarily ears, okay? So, if you are in a female body, that is your physical form, sure. There are ways to manifest what you want with your femininity. Men have feminine traits as well, okay? So when interacting with people, you have to make these energies interchangeable, okay? It's probably the most difficult law possible. I'm not saying being fake. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that you have to come to terms with yourself first, okay? You need to get out all of it. You be like, you know what? I am pretty damn masculine. I don't like people to tell me what to do. I don't care regardless of my body. You will then start to manifest those masculine energies onto a society that does not, in fact, agree with what they are seeing, okay? Come to terms with who you are. Females, if you are masculine, you need to get real with that shit. And that is okay. All my life, I've always wanted to, do boy things, but I liked boys. Okay? So it took me a while until, my mid-20s to balance out my feminine and masculine energies. I would be in certain jobs because I know what I was good at, masculine energy. But when I got home, I did like to do certain feminine things when I got home. Okay? Plus, I like boys. Okay? I'm not saying you have to like boys, but you got to get very correct with your energies. You have to get correct with your sexual orientation as well. You cannot be trying to manifest something into life and you are battling, feelings of homosexuality or battling feelings of even bisexuality or whatever. Okay? You need to get those things fucking aligned and be right with them. Even if nobody knows about it, you need to get into a chair, sit down with yourself and say, I'm gay. I like women. And that is that. You put it out there, it no longer keeps you in denial. It no longer rolls the wheels of that car backwards. Now it's rolling forward because you true to your damn self. Okay? Alright, my lovey-doveys, I am going to give you some a little bit more, I'm gonna say scattered. I would say it's a bit scattered, but just some thoughts here that I have, all right? Some thoughts and some tools, all right? Now, with manifestation, there is a very similar word to manifestation, which is the word meditation, right? I was a little tomboy when I was little. Yes, because you were true about your masculine energies, and that is not something that that society, it's slowly accepting. Okay, but you cannot deny them. You must integrate all of your energy. You can say, listen, I'm masculine and trying to get my way, but I am feminine with doing this, and I like to care and give and stuff like that. Get those energies in control. Get them balanced. Okay? Get them balanced, because people have to only see with their eyes. Your energy is inside of you. It is bouncing around doing its own fucking thing regardless of what your body looks like. Because people got a problem with transgender people, and I don't really like the fact that people hate transgenders. I love transgenders because they are very aligned with who they see themselves as. Okay? So I think that's amazing and a beautiful thing for people to do that. Okay, it's kind of like if one day I decided I want to be a boy, I would go and get an operation, because that's how you manifest. It's like, I want to be a boy. I've been a boy all my life. I've been masculine all my life, and I want to trans myself into what I feel I really am. Getting those energies together. Okay, then when I physically turn into a boy, I can then go back to my feminine ways, or be my feminine self in a boy body, because I want the respect, but I also still want to love like a girl. Okay, or love femininely. Okay, it doesn't like, people who do that are very aware of their truth. Sorry, I know for some older generations they're not liking that, but let's face it, we are living in a very manifested world. Sorry, I don't know about y'all, but for all of us who manifested wanting to stay home forever, we all got together on a conscious level and manifested 2020. Okay, let's just put it out there. All right, we all manifested 2020 because we all want to stay at home and take a damn break, and we got our break. We got it. Okay, meditation comes to visualization. Okay, movement, feeling, smelling, touching, hearing, sounds, and actions. Okay, when it comes to visualization, when you are in not visualizations, when it comes to the actual space, time, and executing your meditation. Okay, you got to make sure you are comfortable, things that resonate with you, stones, colors. You got to know yourself very well. You got to know what incenses are good for you, music that's good for you, time, places, dates, all that, clothing, everything that you know works for you needs to be present. You are empowering yourself so you can charge your intention, because your intention is coming from you. So you must then take all the power within you, without you, right, and around you, and give this little baby thing some life, because once you give it life, you are sending it out to the universe for it to materialize. The same thing when you have sex and have a baby. Same thing. So people have babies on purpose. Okay, that they are manifesting a human being. They are taking the steps to do the science and this and that to manifest a physical thing that will take place in usually 9 months. Okay, so get everything that you know is good for you. Water, this, that. Be very aware of the planet movements, days, times, and weather. Okay, the biggest thing when it comes to meditation is visualization. Visualization takes you out of where you currently are and puts you in the place you want to be. Don't manifest that yellow car and in your head you only see what you see in front of you every day you leave the house. When you manifest that yellow car, you need to see it, be very clear on what it is, you need to smell it, touch it, feel it. You need to know, see the shininess of it, know the make and model, and literally transmute yourself to where that car is. If you can visualize that car being in the Tesla garage, you need to meditate and visualize yourself standing next to that car in the garage. Okay? You are taking your essence out of your body and sending it to exactly where you want it to go. This is how you take that little thing with you and say, hey, come here, little thought. This is what I need you to be. I need you to be this yellow car. Okay? I need you to get here. I'm showing you. I'm touching you. You see it? This one, number 69. This is the car I want, number 69. This, and that. Okay? Take yourself out of where you are. You could be sitting in your living room, but you are not there anymore. Visualize being somewhere else. Visualize being in the place you want to be, with that loved one, with the romantic relationship that you want, with that job you want. Feel the chair. Sit in the chair. Okay? You must feel comfortable, happy, calm, deserving, in control, and fearless. Whatever you visualize should not be indifferent to you. Okay? You should let go of fear of who and what something is, while write your own script of what is to happen. Okay? Your subconscious will be triggered. So control your triggers. If you want to get married and you know that your family's going to complain about you being married because of whatever the hell they think of you, you must control your triggers while meditating. You must not think of what they're going to say, of what things you've already heard them say. You have to visualize yourself being married and everybody shutting the fuck up. That's where your visualization has to be. Not people complaining and this and that and all this that you've already heard. Rewrite a script where they don't exist anymore and you were in your bubble of what you want. Attach positive emotions to your visualization. Feel the happiness of achieving the goal, getting that thing or having that thing. Don't sit and say, I want. Visualize yourself actually having it in your hand. See the wedding band, see the house keys, hear them jingle, touch the door, smell the paint. You have to be there. And when you do that in your meditation, your physical body will have a reaction. Your mental will have a reaction. You will start to shake and shudder and say, oh my God, I actually got it. I actually got it. I actually got it. When you invite that feeling into your meditation, you are manifesting your happy day when you receive it. Okay? When you receive the deed to that house, or when you feel the pen in your hand actually signing the mortgage, okay? When you feel it, okay? You have the feeling of achievement in your meditation. It's like, I got it. I got it. Oh, this feeling that I'm getting, I'm projecting it onto the thing that I am visualizing. Your emotions and everything are important to the energy that is hanging around your head. The energy you created is feeling all of that energy. It's getting excited just as much as you are getting excited. Okay? You are giving that thing life. You are giving it energy. You are creating it. Okay? You are giving it a nose, a mouth, a head. You're giving it everything. Meditation. All right. This is the one that is the kicker here. This is the hardest one of all. All right? Speaking. Speak as if you are in the place you'd like to be. Speak positively over what you have. This is like, huh? What? No. Speak positively of what over the things you already have. Understand that if you were to manifest something, you have to be grateful for what you have first. Thank you, universe, that I have a bed to sleep in so I can sit and think about this shit. Thank you for providing me meditative music that I can actually visualize. Lights, camera, juice, candles, this pen. Start speaking positively over the things around you. I know, it sounds weird, but you can do this in your head. I'm not going to lie, I'm crazy. We all wear masks now. We can whisper this shit under our mask. Okay? Because speaking it physically actually manifested it faster and better. All right, where is it? Transfer a positive emotion to it. Always. Intentionally. Speak happily as if you are in the happy place that you desire. Speak success. Speak love, and etc. Create the bubble of whatever you want before it arrives. Now, how would you act if you were in that relationship that you want so badly? Would you still wake up angry every morning? Would you still curse the way you do? Would you still have the nasty habits that you have? Would you still, be mean to the waiter? Would you still do those things if you were in a relationship? Would you still do those things if you were surrounded with a promotion and all the co-workers that you want to be around? Would you still do these things? You probably wouldn't. So you need to start transmuting your life the same way as if you were already there. Okay? You got to act like you're already there. It's like you're stage acting for a role that you're not going to play until like a couple of months from now. It's like you're on an audition for your desires. Okay? Where did I leave off? Okay. It says, speak success, love, etc. It says, create the bubble of whatever you want before it arrives, because it will only be attracted to you when the energy is mutual. Okay? Speaking is also writing. So when writing, the same rules apply. Okay? What does it say? I can't even read my own handwriting. Project positive emotions and facing triggers. Tell of what you have it. Tell that you have it already. Okay? Tell people that you have it already. You might sound crazy, who cares? If you don't want to tell people, tell yourself every day. Wake up and tell yourself that I have a mansion, I have a better home, I have a better car, I have a better life, I have a great life, I have this, I have this, I have that, I have that, I have that, I have that. If you can't have anyone to tell it to yourself. Okay? Put it out there into the universe. I don't got time. Tell to a damn tree. Trees are alive, by the way. Tell to a damn bird. Birds are alive. Okay? Tell people, I am promoted, I am this, I am successful, I am this, I am that, because you are speaking it into existence. Are you lying? Because people wonder, they're like, if I tell this to my mom and it's not actually true today, am I lying? This is why this was the hardest one. It says, no, you are not lying. You have what you say in good time, not mundane time. You've told the universe that you have it. Now the universe has to go scatter around and go find it. That's how it works. Okay? Saying today I have 5,000 followers on Facebook, okay, may not be true today, but true in 3 weeks, or true in 3 months, or true in a year. But it will be true at some point. Okay? Action. Physical alignment manifests results. You want rich friends? Be in the places where rich people are. Okay? You know you got caveman friends and you have vibrated hiding in caveman stuff, then you shouldn't be there. Okay? Engage in the activities and events and causes where the people that you want to be with are. Don't say you want rich friends and never leave the house. Okay? Don't say you want a promotion and then don't do any work or complain or this. You gotta really be in the situation that you want. Dress for the job you want. Okay? Engage in activities and okay? It's the same as taking a bath. You want to get clean, then you use clean water. Okay? Same thing. If the situation you want to change needs you to change, then you must act. Not hope, not dream, but act. If you want to get out of debt, pay your debt. Don't complain about the debt. You keep complaining, the debt will still be there. You're giving it more life. Constantly. If you want to be out of debt, pay the debt. Okay? Align with charities, programs, and forgivenesses. Same for business and love and marriage. You want to go on a date? Start dating people. Okay? You want a relationship? Start looking for one. Okay? We're almost done here, guys. Almost done. Just gotta find the second page to this part. Because I know I had a second page. But of course, you know, I didn't write it down in order. And I know I'm boring the hell out of some of you. If anyone's even still here. Okay. Here it is. Alright. Got it. Alright. So when it comes to manifesting, understand you gotta want it, you gotta have it for yourself, you've gotta believe in it. Okay? You can't sit around saying that, well, I can't have that because in the past you haven't had it. You've been alive, haven't you? If you alive, so were your thoughts. Okay? Now that you know you can create your own reality, stop thinking you can't do it. Like, don't go back to that caveman level. Okay? Number 1, manifesting roadblock. Doubting. Doubting. Okay? When you do not believe 100% or cannot 100% visualize what you want, it will not manifest either at all, or it will manifest very, very funky, not the way you want it. That yellow car you want in the parking lot, you're visualizing with the keys and signing the contract paperwork for it, then that's how it's going to happen. But if you're just standing there in the parking lot with the Tesla, the yellow Tesla, and with the keys, and you can't visualize correctly, well, you could be stealing it. Okay? But you got it. Manifest funky. Either fail or manifest to the what? Oh, or either fail or manifest to the lowest vibration. Doubt is a low vibration anyway, so you should expect a low result. Okay? You start putting doubt, saying like, oh, you know what? I can't date that girl. She's so pretty. Everyone else wants her. I can't date her. What is she going to see in me? Motherfucker, did you not look in the mirror today? Did you not see something in yourself? Did you not look in the mirror and see the great person that you are? Okay? Because then at that point, it's not being arrogant. It's kind of like, wow, that woman is so beautiful. I deserve to be with beautiful people, or a person that I think is great, because I looked in the mirror this morning and I thought I was a pretty great damn person. Okay? And this pretty great damn person needs to be with other pretty great damn people. Okay? I'm going to go over there and talk to her. However it works out, I still want to be in the energy of with that great person. Whether she accepts or not, or whatever, I still put myself in the situation, because I don't doubt, okay, that we vibrate on the same level morally wise, okay? Whether or not she wants to date me or not, I'm still going to put my energy in that direction, okay? When you start doubting, I'm not good enough, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not this, I'm not that, well, damn it, you could be right. You're creating that to be true. You're not good enough. You're not fast enough. You're not pretty enough. You're not this, you're not that, okay? You are manifesting it to be true. Okay? Because usually when we say things like we're not good enough, you ever notice after you say I'm not good enough, all of a sudden the bar gets set a little bit higher for whatever it is you want, right? You could say, well, you know what, I want to invest in stock, but I'm not good enough with money. As soon as you say it, a week later the stock goes up and your income goes down. Okay? The bar always seems to move every single time you create something with your words. Okay? Breaking your concentration. This is another roadblock of manifestation. Breaking your concentration. Too many breaks and glitches is the same when a CD skips. Okay? After a few skips, you stop playing the song. Okay? You are no longer interested in the song. When you lose interest, you are dwindling the flame of your intentions. You're not giving the time and energy that it needs to manifest. The little thing dangling that needs food, it needs energy in order for it to be alive and to exist. Well, it's not getting the spiritual nourishment that it should be getting from you in order for it to grow, in order for it to exist, at least in the way that you would like it to. Basically, it's spiritual manifestation neglect. Okay? There really is no department to call for neglected thoughts and neglected manifestations. There's no government agency for that. Okay? But you are neglecting and abusing your manifestation, your thought. You're neglecting it. You're abusing it. Okay? When you break your concentration, if you just have all these excuses on why you cannot focus, right? You can't give the baby the bottle. You just throw the bottle on the floor and expect the baby to go grab it. It doesn't work that way. The same thing with your manifestation. It's counting on you for it to live. It doesn't just live. You have to create it. Okay? Let go of the outcome. Now, you can visualize your pen, you can visualize your paper, and you could be standing in that garage next to that Tesla. The only thing that is the most important is that what you said in the beginning, I want to manifest it the easiest, most possible, and the way that works for me. Yes, you can visualize the pen, the paper, and sitting in the garage and getting the keys and smelling all the newness of the car. Yes, you can, but you still have to let go of the outcome. Okay? The actual outcome. Because it's possible you could get those keys for your birthday, sitting down in your living room. Okay? And may not even get a picture of it and not knowing it's yellow until you go outside and look at it. Okay? So you got to let go of the actual outcome. Yes, you can visualize. We've all visualized our, our perfect wedding and this and that, but it didn't happen precisely exactly that way. It did, in fact, manifest partially that way, just like I manifested the blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy, but I didn't get married in the ocean like I really wanted to, right? I didn't put time and energy on that part. It was just the guy I focused on, right? So I got married in a courthouse. Not as good, but I wore the dress in my manifestation. Okay? Let go of the outcome. It says, let go of the outcome. It says, do not rush the process. Even if you set your aim, oh my God. But the universe has its own has its own time frame. Here we go. Set your own aim time frame. Okay, but the universe has its own time frame, and all have to work around it. We all have to work around the universe's time. It is literally law of action, law of attraction, and law of all that other stuff for me to manifest a Tesla tomorrow. Okay? If I manifest a Tesla tomorrow, I have to manifest a miracle at the same time. Okay? A miracle of me winning the lottery, but then I gotta go across the street and actually buy a lottery ticket. Okay? Either way, I still gotta use the law of action and the law of all those other laws. Okay? The universe says, alright, you want the Tesla, Christina? You want it that badly? Okay, well, since I created you, the universe, you, I know you, Christina. I created you. Okay? I know your money habits. I know your emotional habits and all that. I know you're working on yourself. I know you are. Okay? But by the time you get to this point financially, all right, this is going to happen to the stock. This is going to happen to the company. This is going to happen to this, this, and that. Yes, you will, rise above it. Okay? But it might not happen tomorrow, but give it about 6-7 months. You'll get there because other things have to happen in order for me to open the road to you. Okay? There has to be a reason for the stock to go down. There has to be a reason for that job opening. Okay? Ben has to get fired. So now I got to figure out how to get Ben fired. Okay? For you to sit in that chair, Ben has to leave. Okay? So you got to give me 6 months because, we got to give the boss 6 months to figure out he's been smuggling cocaine in his desk. Okay? So he just got there. You just wanted it. So I got to put the timing correct. Okay? That's how the universe works. Rushing brings stress, desperate behavior, doubt, anger, fear, and etc., and all things negative. So we want to rush the process on getting that test. We need it now, need it now, need it now, need it now. Well, no. You're vibrating desperate, angry, immature, unreasonable behavior. Okay? What was once a positive intention is now a pathetic begging ritual. I wrote that. I wrote literally is an intention is now a pathetic begging ritual. Okay? Now, yes, we are technically begging the universe for all these things. Okay? But we have to beg in a certain way. Our heart has been begging for a lot of stuff that we haven't manifested correctly. Your heart is on a constant vibrating level. Your heart wants things. Your mind is connected to your heart that wants things. Okay? Keep it like, please, please, please. Like if your kid knocked on the door constantly and asked you for that ice cream sandwich that you already said yes to an hour ago, the answer is still yes. But now I'm annoyed, right? Now I'm just fucking annoyed. I said yes. I didn't say I'd give it to you right then and there, but the day is still in a day. It's still in the day. I said today. Today ends at 11:59. So in between the time I said yes and 11:59, I am not lying to you. It is currently 7 o'clock. The answer is still yes. The more annoyed I get, I'm going to make it go closer to 11:59 if you stop knocking on my damn door after saying yes. Okay? The universe is literally like a parent. True. A more of a giving parent. Okay? But still a parent nonetheless. Our actions are the actions of the universe for all of us who are parents. All of us who are parents have experienced that day when the kid knocked on the door after saying yes. But they keep coming back. And the answer is still yes. Okay? So those are the 3 biggest things to knock off your manifestation success. Okay? Now, after all that, okay, the biggest kicker that people wanted to get to was how have we manifested things out of our life? People are always claiming that they know how they manifest things into their life. They want to know how things were manifested out of their life. And I gave the example the other day about how we are all we have all been in that one relationship. It could be with a parent, a family member, a friend, a romantic situation, even a job. that at some point we caught an emotional like red flag, right? And it wasn't a red flag that made us leave, but it was a red flag that made us uncomfortable and realized that we might not be able to do this. A job might be too hard or too toxic. A person might be too toxic or untrustworthy, or might have too high of a standard and we don't meet that standard for them. So we're not good enough for this person. Okay, it could be literally anything. A school we went to and realized we don't fit in with the crowd. When that feeling comes in, that first time, we've all felt it, that you're not good enough, you don't belong here, you don't fit in, your heart is telling you the fucking truth. It's telling you the truth. Not in the negative ways that we say it, but your heart says, there's the red flag. Right there. That's the part that we cannot vibrate with. We cannot sit in that chair next to Gus. Okay? Because Gus says mean things to us. We can't sit there anymore. We must find a way to move away from Gus if we're going to continue this class. Or the whole university is just full of people that I just don't vibrate with. We've all gotten that red flag. Now, even if we physically keep waking up, keep walking over to the situation, your heart has already sent a red flare into the universe. It has already been set off. Whether you speak it or not, the universe saw the red flare go up and says, Maria is not feeling this. So the red flare shows you where in the universe you are. So when the universe and its entities see you, oh, she's in college. The red flag or the red flare is her being in college. It's not working out. That's not where she feels she belongs. But she keeps going. Well, we have to listen to the red flare. We have to. It's part of the universe. She put it out there. We have to respond. Okay? Then over time, Maria loses motivation, loses hope. Her grades are bad, stops functioning, stops talking to people, doesn't even make plans for the next semester, probably goes into debt, stops going to class, unwillingly or willingly withdraws. The college now has been manifested out of her life. A situation arose and she had to go save one of her family members and she had to drop out. Or had a baby and couldn't balance. The universe had made a pathway for her to get out of that situation that her heart already said she could not handle. When you are in spiritual distress, you have manifested the situation already out of your life. No matter how long it takes years, months, days, sometimes it happens instantly if we are conscious enough, okay? If we can, I don't know, get a coven of people with the same feeling, I don't know, okay? But your heart will always speak to the universe. Okay? So she can't be there anymore. We gotta somehow create a way for her heart to be good again. That's why it says everything is happening for my good. The universe will do that. Now, leaving the university, oh, I don't have the prestige anymore. I don't have the respect of my family anymore. I don't have this anymore, my friends anymore. But I can almost guarantee when Maria took that first day away from the university, her heart began to heal. It felt good again. It felt good enough again. It felt whole again. It felt happy again. It was out of the environment that was keeping it feeling negative. It was free. Regardless of whatever they were saying or thinking about her and making her feel like she lost something or whatever. Okay? Her heart is like, fuck them. Okay? They can keep their damn degree. They can keep their fake ass little societies or whatever. They can keep it all. The desks, the chairs, and the robes, they can keep it. We didn't like being there. Okay? It was not for us. Maybe we can go to a different school or do something different, but we can't go over there anymore. That's not for us. When people are in relationships, when they're in romantic ones, boyfriend, girlfriends, husband, wives, all that. And one day, your wife treats someone badly. And you're like, oh, I don't think we can do this. I think she might have murdered that kid. I think my wife is a murderer. but I can't be sure. I could just be this, or I can just skid around her and stay on her good side, right? But now your heart knows something is wrong with your wife, and you have shot a flare up into the universe, and the universe says, where is Rob right now? Where is Rob? Where did that flare come from? He's with his wife. He realized that his wife is a child abuser. He does not feel the same way as he used to feel about her. We have to create a situation where Rob and his wife are no longer together. His heart is now in a prison. He is now manifesting that out of his life. Okay? And then 2 years from now, they have an argument, they get a divorce, and boom, it's over. Might be sad, this and that, this transpires or whatever, but now they are now separated because that flare means something when it's shot out into the universe. Okay? The same thing, same rules apply when we are manifesting things into our lives. Okay? But I think I'm going to leave that for a part 2. Okay? But I can give a sneak analysis of that. Manifesting things into our lives. When we want a certain thing or a certain lifestyle, we then do the laws of the universe to attract and do and whatever and align with those things. When your heart has a desire, right? Like, it's my desire to offer love on a constant level. Right? My heart just wants to love all the time, every second of the day, everywhere. Right? Your heart has this undying need to just give love constantly. But you unconsciously did that, right? You shot a spark into the universe. Not like a red flare, it was a red flag where you want it out of your life. Now you were asking it to come into your life. You're shooting it in a different direction. You're shooting it forward rather than upward, right? So you got these golden rods being shot, or golden stars being shot out into the universe now, that you want to give love everywhere. Now, when you are throwing those golden stars out for you to have your heart be in those situations, you are not consciously understanding which situations they are. Because once you throw all those stars out to give love, you haven't the slightest idea who is catching those gold stars, right? They're catching pieces of your heart. So every time you throw out those stars, guess what happens to most of us women in particular? What happens? We run into those jerks. Because when we threw the stars out, a jerk went and caught it. He caught it. Because the jerk has no love for himself. He caught one of your golden stars that you sent out into the universe. He says, oh, she's projecting love. I don't have that. Let me catch one of her gold stars. I don't care about her, but I can now get the energy she sent out. I don't have to give it back to her. If she wants to get love back, she'll get it from somebody else. But since she's throwing out all these gold stars, I figured I'd catch one. Because I am depressed and lonely in this, and I need love in my life. And she looks like a great person. And I could, feed off of this gold star for as long as she keeps giving them to me. And then I will go to the next person who's throwing out gold stars and just keep feeding off of other people's love. Instead of projecting my own love, I'm just going to catch her gold stars, since she likes to be in situations to love all the time. Sure, you will run into the situation where people will have kids around you and you get to be the cool aunt or the cool babysitter or the cool mom or whatever it is, right? And you get to project love that way. You get to be the leader of a nursing home and take care of elderly people, take care of anyone. You can be a teacher, be this. Any situation where you can give love, you are going to end up in. You're going to always end up in that, okay? That's when you unconsciously manifest it. Okay, that's when the complaining starts. Oh, well, everyone takes advantage of me because I care too much. Yeah, you care too much. You told your heart that you want to love in every way, shape, or form. Well, there are people out there who are getting drunk on the love that you're giving. They're getting high and drunk on the love that you're giving. You have to consciously project it in a focused way. You could say, I want to give out love to people who will appreciate it. And now you have directed your energy to manifest in situations and dodge people who don't appreciate it. Okay? So that's how we manifest things in and out of our life, consciously and unconsciously. I think I'm going to end there. I wish I had an ending speech or closing speech or something like that. I just want to say thank you for coming to my class, my boring class. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you have a different, better perspective. I hope this helped in some kind of way. I hope I have expanded your, consciousness about what manifestation is. I would say this would be a part 1. I'll do a part 2 sometime soon. But just understanding that I'm grateful to have people who did watch. For those of you who took notes, those of you who did appreciate my time, thank you for showing up, because I feel like I have a purpose sometimes. But I really hope these things really, really resonate with you, because the point is for you to manifest more directly, more accurately, more efficiently, obviously, and manifest the things that you want rather than you don't want. Keeping your mind, body, spirit, and everything focused, projected, disciplined, and really always knowing that you have a purpose. Every day it's an upkeep. It is a routine. It is care for yourself, care for those thoughts in your head that you really want to make real. You will make everything in your mind real. Everything in your mind is real. Okay? You want to manifest a situation where you win the lottery. In a year or so, that could be real. That will be real. Okay? Because you manifested it. You created it to grow. Whether you nurture it constantly or not, it grows and appears nonetheless. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. Thanking you guys for being here. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next class, which I don't know when it's going to be at this moment, but just thank you, and I will see you later. So tomorrow, who knows? Oh yeah, I'm closed tomorrow because I have surgery. Okay? So thank you guys for supporting, the thoughts, love, all that. I don't know, but I will see you guys later. Thank you. Love you. Bye.